Hey everyone, welcome back to another Everyday Patio video. This is AJ and today we're going to walk you through how to build an Alpha Plus sunroom by Four Seasons. So right now we're getting prepared with the bottom tracks. That's me and James. We drilled out 3/8 holes for the redheads and then we're just cutting the 45-degree angle at each corner. And then that's the 3/8 drill bit for putting in the redheads. And then you kind of hit them in there like that and then tighten them. So we normally drill them all in, then take it off, seal underneath after we clear out all the dust that comes when you're drilling it, and then we put them back down and then put the bolts on, tighten them, and then seal them. And then you can see we seal the corners. That's like your main spot you want to hit. And then about 6 inches off the corner, we put a little like caulking dam. So if like any water does get in there, it kind of keeps it away from the corner. And then there's the hanging channel going in. So we went with like an 8-inch overhang on each side of the room. I try to go to, if I can, 12 inches on each side, and then on the front 12 to 16 inches, or 12 inches plus the gutter, which would be about 6 inches. So those are kind of the ideal overhangs that go for the room, and that's normally good enough to keep like excessive water off the walls. And here we're putting up the frame. This is another thing I've noticed. It's really efficient for us to just put up the frame, the corner pieces, and then all the top tracks when we're building the room, because then we can just fill in the walls and kind of already have our slope adjusted. On this room, we put all our slope to the right. And that's the koi pond. Pretty awesome koi pond they have. So here's the first wall module going in. So they're generally numbered 1 through 10 or 1 through however many walls you have. I like to start in the middle of the wall, so we mark our center and then mark the center of the module and then put it in. And then you can put your corner pieces in after. That little blue thing you see on the walls are layout that we're kind of going off of. My favorite part is that when these walls are pre-built, you know, they got their weep holes. We just have to cut the top and bottom and put them together. So it really, really helps streamline the installation process. That's our corner piece going in. So we have pebble texture on the inside on this one and stucco texture on the outside. You also have the option to paint the outside if you want. It's normally easier to paint that if you do it before installation, like on the day the walls are delivered. That's just working on the front wall. So Latrice's right there helping out too. Latrice's my wife. Please give her a big shout out for helping out and making these awesome videos for you guys. We wouldn't be able to do this without her. And that's that corner piece going in again. So that big opening you see on the front wall over there, that's for a 6-foot door. And then this is the side wall. So there's going to be 2 windows on this side and then 1 3-foot glass door. Some owners also swap that glass door for a solid door, but the most popular option still is like the glass view door. And there's the frame going in right there. So we normally put like a mullion or electrical channel you see next to that door, next to the doors if there's room, because you can put a porch light outside that and just have a switch. So it's usually good to have a porch light outside a door when you're exiting it, so you can have proper light when it's nighttime. And that's most of the walls in. I think all we needed to do the next day was fill in 1 small wall piece, and here's the door going in. So fairly simple on the slider. We normally like line it up halfway even on the outside and inside, and then put about 2 to 3 screws on each side. There's some screws I've been using from Home Depot. They're black self-tapping screws that work really great for putting them in. And here we have the roof going in. So these are the skylights. When you're installing them, you always want to check which side's the top and which side's the bottom. So the top goes into the hanger and the bottom kind of has like a fabric on it that lets it breathe. And then they interlock with the panels. So we have one fan beam on this roof, so they just had one fan they were going to install after. And then the panels kind of interlock like a male and female end. So I really like those skylights, like the color and light they let through. They're a little bit tricky to seal and waterproof, but once you get it down there, they really add like a nice touch to the room and just let that natural light come in. And that's the gutter going on. So typically we do put the gutter on after all the electrical's done around in the roof. And you can see there we notched the side fascia to go kind of cap the side of the gutter and the side of the patio. And a couple tech screws. So those are 1/4" screws we're using, and you can see we're trying to put them close to the edge, so when we caulk that seam, that we can just use, we normally have a piece of cardboard we smooth it all out with. But if those small screws are by the edge, you can easily caulk them on your first run. And there's the windows going in. So this, there's single pane windows and single pane on the door on this room, so it's really light to put in. Cool option as well. There's also dual pane and dual pane low E windows available. Regardless of the window size, all the walls it's a 4-inch wall system. And here we're sealing the roof. So we use Tremco on this roof. That's generally what like C-thru's been providing us with. So that's pretty good for sealing the seams. On the skylights, I've been using Dowsil. So not even cutting the tip of it, just sealing that little bead. Technically there's a gasket there, so you don't have to seal it. I've just noticed as far as like callbacks, you eliminate 90% of them just caulking that seam. And then we're also gonna flex seal all the perimeter of the top and the bottom of the skylights. Because sometimes if you get water sitting or it's raining a lot at the bottom of the skylights, you'll get a little bit of dripping in through it. So it's a lot easier to just seal that first inch or two up on the panel and on the skylight at the top and bottom, because it really isolates that skylight from having moisture get into it. It can get some moisture and it'll wick out, but it's just what I've noticed is it's a great kind of technique to keep it all good. So that's the flex seal going on right there. We've tried a lot of products. Honestly, that one works really well just because it's permanently flexible, like for sunrooms and roofs on like patio enclosures. We even use it on like our insulated normal roofs too. If you're doing the whole roof, we use Tropicool, but we don't use Tropicool when we have skylights because you obviously don't want to paint over the skylights. So the Flex Seal kind of is that good middle ground for still offering that like good flexible seal around the perimeter, but not having to seal the whole entire roof. And here's the finished product. So I really like how they centered those two skylights over their kitchen kind of slider over there. It's an awesome effect. I'm really happy with how this came out. And even that they off-centered it. Like most clients like evenly distribute them on the room, but it's kind of cool having them off to one side so the other area can be more of a seating area. They have solid. I'm just fishing some electrical right there. And yeah, it's just a really clean aesthetic. You know, the all right room's pretty awesome. And here's the finished product. So again, some homeowners like to add a little bit of color on the outside, but most people like the white on the inside. Afterwards, you can add some self-leveler and flooring if you'd like as well, or smooth the stucco texture on the walls. This homeowner has a contractor kind of doing all that for their house, so we just did the sunroom. But I'm really happy you guys watched the video. If we got some more coming this year, so please like, comment, and subscribe if you guys want to see more. And thanks for tuning in. Everyday Patio out.